I mean, I would love to fight Crawford, or even spar. I would love to spar Crawford.
Yeah.
We heard him fight week. No retirement. No retirement. Oh my God.
Well, look, man, look, that's the thing. You know,
taking those losses kind of felt like I took the losses too. So now, you know, I try to prepare as much as I can, bro, because I don't want to put my family through that, especially my kids. And you know what I mean? It's hard, bro. My brother lost to Terence Crawford.
David Benavidez versus Terence Crawford is now confirmed, and almost no one saw this clash coming. Hit like and subscribe, because this event will be massive. As fans of boxing, did you ever imagine this bout would truly become reality? For many weeks, talk interviews and firm refusals left people unsure. Now it is official, and the energy is through the roof. What both Benavidez and Crawford have said about meeting in the ring gives this matchup a whole new meaning.
I would love to fight Crawford, or even spar. I would love to spar Crawford.
Yeah.
The thing about that fight that was so funny, bro, they hated each other. My brother and Crawford, they hated. So Crawford is a street dude. My brother's a street dude.
Last year, during a conversation with Mr. Organic David Benavidez, surprised a lot of people by saying he would consider fighting Terence Crawford for personal revenge. His brother Jose Benavidez Jr. had already been defeated by Crawford back in 2018. David spoke openly about it and said he wanted a chance to face Crawford, even making a light-hearted remark about sparring with him. That statement quickly caught fire online, and fans began debating whether Crawford, known for dismantling larger fighters with skill, could truly manage someone like Benavidez. That moment sparked the vision of what many started calling a dream fight.
To be honest with you, man, let Terence Crawford live. That's his weight class. I lost interest in 168 a long time ago. You know, I mean, I know that we could get offered a lot of money to go down to 168, but I'm more comfortable at 175. I'm chasing better beef. I'm chasing Bivol. You know, I'm chasing these other big. I'm chasing Zurdo Ramirez at cruiserweight.
Here is the unexpected turn. David Benavidez recently surprised everyone by completely changing his stance on Crawford. Following Crawford's major victory over Canelo Alvarez, Benavidez made it clear he has no plans to return to super middleweight. Speaking with Inside the Ring, he explained that he prefers to remain at 175, pursue larger matchups, and even look toward cruiserweight names such as Bivol Zurdo and Ramirez, regardless of attractive offers to move down. Only a few months earlier, he hinted at finishing unfinished business with Crawford, but that idea is now behind him. His attention is locked on defending his WBC light heavyweight belt against Anthony Yarde in Riyadh on November 22nd. That bout is already massive by itself, yet it brings up serious questions about how a fight with Crawford could actually come together. With Benavidez committed to 175 and Crawford ruling at 168, many fans are now asking whether this highly anticipated matchup can truly become a reality.
Turkey just posted that this morning, wondering if Benavidez can make 168. Maybe he has plans or ideas of maybe trying to match up Benavidez and Terence Crawford.
No, man. No, we ain't doing that fight.
Maybe planning on vacating the belts?
No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. You know, we just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said, get back in the...
From the opposite side, Terence Crawford's trainer Brian Bomac McIntyre cooled things down quickly. While speaking with Fight Hype, he made it very clear there would be no bout with Benavidez, and no titles would be given up. The team plans to stay where they are, keep training, and continue their current path. Even so, the discussion refuses to fade away. If Crawford's camp is publicly dismissing it, why does this fight keep gaining attention? Are promoters and Saudi investors fueling talks with massive money involved? Or do both fighters quietly understand that the payday and legacy attached to this matchup are simply too big to overlook?
Canelo was 100% confident in himself. I don't know why he wouldn't fight me, especially since, you know, seeing that everybody in his team is on steroids, which means including him, he never got off.
You think he's on steroids?
Of course. How does five?
You saw De La Hoya.
How do five people out of your camp get tested positive for steroids?
Right.
You know what I mean? All those fucking dudes in that.
In modern boxing, Saudi Arabia has become a major force. Turki Alashik, the figure responsible for several of the biggest recent fights, hinted that Benavidez could meet Canelo Alvarez through his Riyadh agreement. This is where things become intriguing. Saudi Arabia has a reputation for turning unlikely matchups into reality by offering enormous payouts to fighters who once turned them down. So even with Benavidez stepping away from 168 and Crawford's team saying the fight is not happening, the Saudi presence cannot be ignored. In boxing, money speaks loudly, and promoters know that a Crawford versus Benavidez showdown would generate massive attention and sales. After strengthening his legacy by beating the previously unbeaten Canelo, Crawford would be involved in one of the most attractive fights boxing can offer. If Saudi investors apply enough pressure, it would not be shocking to see both men regain interest they previously said had faded. Still, Crawford may be heading in a different direction after dominating Canelo. He has openly said he is spending time with his family and has not even sat down with his team yet to discuss what comes next.
Just, enjoying my family, enjoying, to be able to say, look what I accomplished or what I'm about to accomplish next. So, I'm just chilling right now. I haven't even got the time to sit down with my team and talk with them and,
Crawford's latest remarks have many fans questioning whether he is considering walking away at the height of his career at 37 years old, still unbeaten, with a record of 40 wins, no losses, and 20 knockouts. And as a 3-division undisputed champion, the first male fighter to ever do that, his legacy is already secured. Crawford shared that his family has been involved in discussions about what he should do next. And while he did not say it outright, it sounded like they may prefer he retire while still on top. That creates the big question. Has a fight with Benavidez come too late, or does Crawford need one last major challenge to fully seal his status among the all-time greats? Adding another layer to the story, Crawford also made news outside the ring when only weeks after defeating Canelo, he was stopped in Omaha for reckless driving, and the situation escalated quickly.
Seatbelt.
We can't step out.
I'm opening the door. You can take my hand off right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up. I'm not reaching for no gun, bro.
Step out.
Can I move my phone?
Officers instructed Crawford and everyone in the vehicle to exit while aiming weapons after noticing a gun on the floor, which quickly became national news. Crawford received a citation for reckless driving, while a member of his security team, who legally carried the firearm, faced no charges. No one was arrested, and all individuals involved were legally permitted to have weapons. Even so, footage from the stop spread rapidly online and triggered discussion about how champions are treated in their own communities. Some felt the situation could become a distraction, while others believed it showed how remarkable Crawford's focus inside the ring truly is. With law enforcement attention and talk of retirement surrounding him, Benavidez remains fully locked in on his upcoming title defense. At the same time, the debate around a Crawford versus Benavidez fight continues as major voices in boxing keep weighing in.
Because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one.
Oscar De La Hoya sparked fresh discussion after stating that Floyd Mayweather stands well above Crawford. He explained that although Crawford is an exceptional fighter, Mayweather's technical ability places him on a different level entirely. Fans reacted immediately, with many debating whether Crawford can truly be measured against Mayweather without taking on larger opponents, such as Benavidez. Meanwhile, the conversation continues to divide opinions across the boxing world.
SeaWorld, Ilya Topuria says that if you guys ever boxed, he would knock you out based on the first punch.
That dude drunk, Hey, a lot of MMA guys, they drink a lot, so he must have been on that alcohol.
Roy Jones Jr. shared another perspective, saying Crawford could be nearing the end of his career. However, if he chooses to continue, Jones believes he has earned a major crossover event, possibly even against UFC standout Ilia Topuria. It may sound extreme, but it reflects how valuable Crawford has become, finally gaining worldwide recognition and creating opportunities outside standard boxing paths. That leads to an important question. Is David Benavidez the opponent Crawford needs to fully secure his legacy, or is his focus already shifting beyond the sport? In the end, this possible fight goes beyond championships. It represents a meeting of styles, talent, and lasting impact. On one side stands Benavidez, who is younger, physically larger, non-stop in his pressure, and widely recognized by fans as the Mexican Monster. On the opposite side stands Terence Crawford, undefeated, undisputed, and widely viewed as the most technically gifted boxer of his era. It is technique against strength, momentum against legacy. One fighter is protecting everything he has built, while the other is pushing forward to claim it. One is hunting history, while the other is defining greatness. When these two finally meet, who will walk away as the most dangerous name in boxing? Let us know what you think in the comments below.
That was funny. So we had went to Omaha the last 3 weeks of the fight. So we're there training. So my brother's like, nah, I want to go show love to everybody in his hood. He goes to his barbershop.
Right.
And then the barber's like, yeah, you know, this is Crawford's barbershop. He's like, I don't give a f***, let him come in here.
Right.
Like, yeah, we